what goes behind building a relationship with banks? Like, is it like you get them a client, or how does it work?
You go there in person. You know, it's really simple. Like, you know, business is about people. It's about real, actual people. So you go there. You're not going there raggedy. You're not going there looking like, you know, you just woke up. You're going there. You're asking to speak with a rep. And, you know, as black men, sometimes, you know, they may look at you and be like, yo, what? Okay, you're here for business? Or like, at least for me, I feel like that. But yeah, you know, you're strong on what you say. You strong. Okay, I would like to speak to a rep. Okay, so you go to the table, you sit down, you tell them, I would like to open up a checking account, and this is how much funds I would like to deposit into the account, and they'll help you. And then with that same rep, you know, you could go back in person and then apply for the funding, because what you'll do, you'll get a card. You know, you keep the card, and then when you're ready, you make that appointment.
So basically, you go in, you apply, fill out an application, speak with a banker. Yeah, and then you fill out the application after you get the credit card. Yeah, it's real simple.
It's real simple. It's really simple.
I feel like some people overcomplicate it too.
Yeah, if like the information is there, but a lot of people they're scared to. They're either scared to do it, or they feel like, you know, they're gonna make a mistake. Another thing that you guys have to take into consideration is knowing the numbers to put on the application for specific banks. You know. And what season we're in the funding process. Like right now, banks are real tight on funding because of the interest rates. But, you know, a year ago, banks were loose. You know, Key Bank, you know, they didn't ask for documents. That's another thing too. With this funding, this is all no doc. They're not asking for bank statements.
What's no doc?
Huh?
What's no doc?
No docs means like they're not asking for financials. They're not asking for bank statements. They're not asking to see how much you make. They're basically going off of your credit score and your relationship with them. Right. So that's why you go there and you make sure you know your stuff. So you make sure you have info at. You don't have Zachary O'Hara 3@gmail.com. You know, that's my actual email, but that's my actual personal email. But you want to make sure you have a business email. So, you know, what's your business name? I mean, info@yourbusinessname.com. You know, you make sure that you have a website. You make sure that you have a brick and mortar, you know, and not your address isn't at your home. Because when banks see that, they think you're playing. They think you're not a serious business owner. And for those reasons, they may not give you funding. But if you have those things in order, because what banks will do, they'll look you up as well. If you have those things in order, they're going to give you funding. They want to give you money because they make money when they give you money. So you gotta they want the risk to be minimized as well. They want to make sure that you're going to pay the money back.
Wow,
for sure.
Cause we definitely had some guests that they also in the business funding space, and you know we see that content really goes crazy. People hitting our DMs like, I've been denied. What can I do? Like they got like so many questions. You know what I mean? So I'm really seeing like it's a real issue. You know, especially in our community. So you said that banks, they're denying people based on if you come to them and you know. You don't got a business email. You don't got an address. That increases your chances to just get denied on the spot.
Yeah. They're looking for So another thing that holds people back is their personal credit as well. So if your utilization is too high, you're not going to get approved because they know on the personal side. So banks, you know, they use your personal credit as a guarantee. Because a lot of business owners, especially small business owners, they're not making $2 million for 3 years. So they use your personal credit as a personal guarantee to make sure that you'll be able to qualify for funding. So if they see that you can't manage your personal credit, you know, you have high utilization, you have a lot of inquiries. They like, yo, this person's too thirsty. I'm not giving them no funding. I'm not giving them too risky, man. We're not giving this person capital. Right. And I work with clients like that who, you know, they have the score, but they have the credit, but their utilization is too high. And we were just speaking about that earlier.
What's one of those solutions you would give them?
Yeah, so the main thing that we're doing right now with those kind of clients is we'll get them a loan, a personal loan, so that they could consolidate all that debt and decrease their utilization. You know, once they decrease their utilization, then we could go ahead and go for business funding once the utilization is at a decent rate. So we want the utilization to be between 10 and 20% before we go for funding.
Any places you would recommend they going to?
Yeah, so one place that I've been seeing a lot of success with is Zabble, Zable, Zabble. They've been given a good amount of loan for sure. But remember, when you're going for a personal loan, they are gonna check your they're gonna ask for bank statements. They're gonna ask for things to make sure that you're actually gonna be able to pay that loan back.
Yeah. So like, let's say me, I'm a new business. Yeah. I want some funding, and I just started a LLC. I just got my LLC and everything set up. What banks would you recommend me to go to first if I wanted some money from the banks to kind of start my business venture?
Yeah, so banks I recommend is Chase. Chase is giving out the most money right now.
How much they giving out?
Chase is giving the bag. If you have a good credit score and you have everything lined up that we spoke about, Chase is giving 50 to 100K easily.
Damn.
Yeah, especially on a double dip. Yeah, you're walking away with 100K in funding. Another bank is Citizens right now. What other bank right now? Now I have a brain fog. KeyBank is still good. And credit unions, of course. In your local area, don't sleep on the credit unions. Go ahead and build out those relationships with the credit unions because they want to give capital. They want your business. So credit unions, I would say, also, Chase, Citizens, PNC. PNC is also a good bank that's giving out a decent amount of funding as well.
Yeah, that's fire. So he basically just gave y'all some banks that y'all could go out and get the bag right then and there. Being that you're in the real estate, you also
I want to get into real estate.
Yeah, you want to get into real estate, but you're getting the real estate, investors, you're getting them some money. Like, do you go to the banks or do you also use hard money? Go
ahead, my fault.
Yeah, like which one do you use? Which one do you?
It's mostly banks. So okay. So your Chases, your PNCs, your Citizens, credit unions, and we basically, we have a bank relationship manager at Chase. Ultimately, so with that bank relationship manager, I had a client, who didn't really qualify for funding because of his he actually had a mortgage from Chase. And I don't remember the full story, but he basically severed that relationship with the loan, because it was during COVID. I think he had surgery or something, and he wasn't able to pay it.
So did they foreclose the house?
Yeah, I think so. He foreclosed. Now I remember. Yeah, he foreclosed on the house, but that was a couple of years ago. So now his credit is back on point. But now we go to Chase, and I'm like, you know what? Let's try to get him some funding. Chase, I have the bank relationship manager, so we go to Chase and we apply, and he doesn't. He's not supposed to get approved. The bank relationship manager tells me, yo, he's not supposed to get approved, but what we're gonna do, because I have a bank relationship manager, we're gonna give him $5K, and we're gonna allow him to use it, pay it off, and then at the end of the month, or at the end of the 30 days or the 60 days, then we'll go ahead and he'll be able to reapply for business funding. Yeah, so that's the benefit of having a bank relationship manager, on your team and on your side, because clients like that, we could still get them approved for something to work with, and then hopefully rebuild our relationship out in the future for sure.
That's good. Yeah, he couldn't pull that off.
But you guys could get that's a fact. Anybody could get a relationship manager. It's just about relationships, like I spoke about. Yeah. Being good peoples. Treating them with kindness. Telling them yo, I have a business. I know somebody that's in business, and I would like you to help them out. Can you help them out? Yeah. And they're more than welcome to do that. It's not nothing illegal to refer another friend, you know, to a Chase relationship manager or a relationship manager in general from any bank.
Right.
Yeah.
So like in your part, how do you make your profit on the back end? Like,
yeah, for sure. So we charge a service fee on the back end, like you said, of 10% for the funding that we get every client. So say if we get a client $50K, our fee is $5K for the funding. Yeah.
Yeah, that's solid. That's solid.
Yeah,
that's solid.
For sure.
That's that good shit right there.
Chill.